What's up, boys? I'm going to do a review of my IMUX trade today. This one was one of the bigger trades I hit today. Um, Wish I had taken more size. Seems like that's kind of my issue right now is taking more size, but the way the market's been working these last couple of days, I kind of been hesitant and just kind of been like easing my way into the day. So this is one of the trades I kind of eased my way into. I added a couple times here on this. But wish I had taken more size on it. But aside from that, it was a pretty pricey stock. That's kind of why I didn't put as much size on the table at first. But um, yeah, I'm going to go over it really quick. Again, the ticker's IMUX, IMUX. I saw this thing setting up pre-market for a move that I like to play. Calling it the 8 to 200 cross is basically when the 8 EMA crosses the 200 EMA on the 1 minute chart. And I've kind of gone over this a couple times with you guys, but I'll see if I can zoom out and I can show you a little bit more here on this chart. Um, that was one of the reasons why I was playing it was the 8 to 200. If you can see here on the 1 minute, I'll zoom out a little bit more. Let's see if I can find. Okay, so this is right around this area right here. See if I put my crosshairs on so you guys can see. This is the change of the day, right? So we're going into today, right? Um, Typically when I play these things, I play them with this exact move. That being that um, you have price action here, kind of above the 200 early on, so pre-market, and you can see it fades off, right? Ideally, this stuff right here isn't here. There's nothing above the 200, but typically we see what happens when the market opens. It has a little pop and it drops, and this is kind of what I look for. So I look for this thing to be below the 200 all the way up until pre-market. I don't mind if it comes up and tries to test a little bit or even test VWAP like it did here. That just tells me that, hey, this is on people's radar still. People are still buying this thing, so just pay attention to it, right? So um, going into the morning, I saw that, hey, it had never crossed the 200 yet, right? The eight's right there above, right below VWAP. You have the 20 right here as well. So we're having all this convergence in this one area of the 200 that's about to happen. And usually when that happens is when we see that pop, right? Lately, what I've been noticing, especially on this move, is that we'll get this pop like it's going to break the 200, which it does, but the 8 never crossed it. And usually what happens is it'll test it once and come back down. And that's where I got my buy, right? I got my first buy here at 807. Could have taken the 801. I don't remember exactly why. It might have been a pivot here at some point. I got 807. Looks like there's a pivot here. So I just slapped it really quick and put on some small size just to kind of feel out how this thing was going to play out. You can see it came back down 801, hit that pivot again or hit that level. I don't know where I got this level from. I'll have to take a look again. But so this is kind of on my radar, right? As far as this is the move I'm looking for, I like to play. The other thing I'm looking at is this daily candle here. So this is what it looked like this morning coming into today, right? And then obviously we got the move upward and onward. So I'm looking for a continuation from this right here. So that kind of gives me confidence that, hey, uh, seeing this move up and seeing how it reacted pre-market and didn't really fade off has kind of given me confidence that this thing is probably going to make a push. I don't know if it's going to make a push like it did today, but it made a crazy push after hours and it just happened to work out. But obviously, I didn't hold on for it all day, but I thought we were going to get some type of push early on in the morning. And then, if it gave me a reason to sell and showed reversal, then I'd be happy to be out of it. But I caught this thing on this move here. So, like I said, we had this first pop above the 200. Tested, kind of swung up to 840 and then kind of dipped back down, kind of had a fight and then a knife down right here. A lot of the guys in the chat in our group, we all saw this and steered cleared from it. I was still watching it because the 8 never really crossed the 200. The 8 EMA is the green line here. I'm not sure how well you guys can see it, but it's the green line. The 200 is the purple, all right? Red is VWAP, yellow is the 20. So it never really crossed right here, and it never really crossed VWAP either. So it respected this 801 level. So where was my stop on this? Had I had to stop out, I got 807. I think my stop might have been 8 or this level 898 right here. Could have gave you some room, this little 895, so it could have been anywhere in this area, right? I don't have a dedicated number where I'm going to stop out. I just have kind of a zone, so to speak. But that's kind of where I was at on it. And then I kind of just held for the move, right? So I started watching the tape, started seeing volume coming in. We see this reversal candle right here coming in with a little bit of, actually a lot of volume, kind of the same amount of volume that sent it down. So kind of just feeling good about the move. I could have just easily taken this thing to 831 and just been done with it and been happy with it. But reading the tape at the time, it never gave me a reason to sell, right? I'm in this for a reason to sell. Didn't give me a reason to sell. Yeah, we got some whippy action on here, but if you look at the tape as it's happening, they're sucking this thing up. And I'm still playing for this move, this 8 to 200 cross, right? So typically what I've seen is it's come up, it's tested it, come back down, and then broken through it. And this is exactly the move I was waiting for. So there it goes. It breaks through. I scale out, at the top. I didn't get the very top, but, I got close to it. I think I took off maybe like a quarter of my position here and kind of just ran with it. All right, I'm back. I was talking with T Mac after that little cut right there. So, and then coming to find out, Daz fucking kind of eliminates your trades after the day. So it's my time. It's let's see, it's 9:48. So 9 o'clock, my trades kind of get erased from the day. But I just kind of want to keep going over it a little bit because I did have a good conversation with T Mac about it and what I saw, and I know some of you guys probably had some questions, but I scaled out a majority on, or a good portion on this candle here, and kind of let it ride up until I believe this candle here, which was, if you look at the 5 minute on, move my OBS out of the way. If you look at the 5 minute at this time frame, I think we were looking at a potential 5 minute 3 bar to set up around this area right here. This would be the bottom of the 5. Let's see if I'll switch to the 5 here. We were looking at this area right here. This is what we're looking at. Majority of us here were looking for this 5 minute candle to play out. I'm sorry, 5 minute flag to play out. And I got out on this candle and I bought back in, I believe on this candle right here. And I even bought some more, I believe at the bottom of this candle right here. So, looking at this 5 minute setup here, having had the 8 to 200 cross previously on the 1, and then looking over at the 15-minute chart, which I'll show you here. 15-minute chart. I was looking at this potential 3 bar setup right here. This first opening 3 bar here. So looking at the 1, the 15, the 5 minute candle or 5 minute flag was coming in, I believe right around the end of this time, this 15-minute candle and into this 15 minutes. So let's see, I'll go back, see if I can see it. We can see it. I really wish Das had not fucking deleted my trades, but it is what it is. Let's see here. Yeah, so it kind of started this whole move right here, right here on that 15-minute candle, and I called it in the chat and said, pay attention to it because I think it's going to set it up. And if you look at the 15-minute chart, I'm not going to go back and look at 15 because I do all this shit again, but you can see that on the 15-minute the red candle, was relatively low volume. And then we had the perfect 5 minute flag go right into it and set it up perfectly. So when I'm doing these 15-minute 3 bar trades, like we can't predict the future, right? So what I'm doing is I'm trying to visualize the steps for the 3 bar to play out, right? So that means, this 5 minute flag that we see has to play out in order to form up that 15-minute 3 bar. If it doesn't work out, okay, now the 15-minute becomes, is it a 15-minute flag? Is it going to hold levels to hold a flag? And then, what do we see on flags? We usually see 15-minute flags into VWAP work out pretty well. We also see them play out pretty well into the 8 EMA from time to time. So that's kind of what I'm looking. Okay, if it had failed the 3 bar setup, then I would have looked for a 15-minute flag into either the 8 EMA or VWAP. And it had to hold certain levels in order to do that. We don't want that violent move down. We want it to kind of slowly stair step down and get there. Um, if it's going to do that, otherwise if it flushes down, then like plays over. I'm not interested anymore. But it didn't do that. So on this setup here, let's see, the 5 minute setup. It played out perfect. It was low volume, low volume. This was your ad area here. And then it just fucking soaked back up. The 8 never came back down. It never touched the 20 on the 5. It respected the 20 on the 5 and then it shot right back up. So that was what I saw. I have scales in this candle here. I actually got really lucky. I think I sold at the top. I think I got some sales off at 905. I think was the highest I got. If he even got here, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it was 904. I don't know. I can't see my fucking trades now. But I know I got some off the top and then, sold the rest off, I believe, in this candle here. Um, but yeah, that was my trade. I know you guys sometimes ask me questions. I'll get DMs from you guys, and you know, the 15. How am I able to play the 15? I don't use the 15. I don't play the 15. I look at the 15 for setups that the 5, maybe the 5 has to set up inside the 15 and then the 1 has to set up in the 5, so it's a trickle down effect. I'm looking at the 1, the 5, and then the 15 is my last or my second to last chart I'm looking at. The hourly is ultimately the other chart I'm looking at. So if the 1 looks good, the 5 looks good, it gives me confidence that the 15 is going to play out, and then I visualize how that trade is going to play out in the 15. Is it going to be a 15-minute flag or a 15-minute 3 bar? Is it a 15-minute ascending triangle, wedge breakout? Those are the things I'm looking at when I'm doing these trades. So yeah, I know Daz kind of fucked my 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 explanation up by erasing my triangles, but I just kind of want to touch base on it a little bit. I'll show you guys some of the trade that I took today. I'm not going to show everything because it's a long trade, but I just want to kind of put that on your radar a little bit. Maybe if you guys want to watch the tape or whatever, and kind of see what I saw, it'll be there for you guys. So yeah, catch you guys in the morning. Peace.
And the daily 200's 264, so.
I was pretty surprised how it blew through the SMA when it did. It was like it wasn't even there.
Yeah, yeah. That's actually where my last scales were, pretty much 224.
Alright, I'm in this and I believe my stop is the low of the previous candle. So yeah, that's my stop. I believe it's my stop.
Whoops.
Come on, pop the review up.
Read it back.
Hi, Frank.
Do you have any
Doing
Peggy
it.
left, Frank?
Huh?
Do you have any Peggy left?
Yeah, just a hard chair.
Well,
This,
you gotta save just like 5 shares in case this thing like goes to the gap fill, right?
You're over 100% from entries, right?
Maybe I'll just keep 100 chairs.
let's go IMUX stuff.
Why not?
CCNC coming down to that pre-market pivot or after hours pivot.
Fresh you in here?
Mhm.
Pre-market.
I'll snag some of that 820s.
KPRX.
I got 831 average. I bought some more right there on view up.
Dice. I'm in the small.
Same.
Take what I can get.
Maybe you guys get a little 1 minute flag on top of you up now. Cup and handle type look.
Hope though.
Sitting right on top of this pivot right now.
Why am I giving HBC another chance?
KPRX.
Still hasn't cleared that trend line, HPCO.
Give me 50s.
Breaking downtrend IMUX. Bit of volume.
There we go. Keep breaking that.
Quote. MCHX. Quote FLJ. FLJ. ISUN.
Are y'all scanners going? Mine's been stuck since 856.
Mine's going.
Okay. Mine's been weird.
Fuck you, HPCO. Come on, CCNC, please. I'm way oversized in this.
CCNC.
I just heard it on scanner, so that's gonna be good, right?
It looks great right now.
I'm looking for 30.
There's what I have as my ugly downtrend break on HPCO.
MMAT.
Yeah.
Same.
That was on 500,000 shares.
Your
That
1
candle.
minute volume start ramping.
If this does pop HPCO, finest watch 370 was a big.
Look at that
bet
next
too.
candle. What do you even make of that?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a stuffy one.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at all the fives since pre-market.
Here, IMUX downtrend retest.
Hold.
Mikey saying APDN flipped on this one on the extended on the 5 minute. Wants to see previous levels break. What if he starts making as much money on the backside as he's been making on the front
Yeah,
side?
just doubles.
You can be a dangerous man.
He could kill plays
Yeah,
just by
word.
saying, "All right, guys, that was cool. I flipped," and then just, "I better get out. I still have shares."
Don't jinx
That's
it.
not
Don't jinx
good.
it.
Shit.
That is darkest
comes-
timeline for us.
Yeah.
I'm the flag here.
It's like, you know what mom said, I brought you into this world and I'm gonna take you out.
Yeah, I've just made 180 quid. This is ridiculous.
Get it,
Nice.
Scrooge.
Oh, good shit.
CCNC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Looks
That's
good
good
now.
job. Oh
Nice.
shit! I just flipped that
IMUX.
chart back up. Good
Get
job.
through
Screw.
30. Get some volume. Get through 30.
No, I've got 25% left. Oh, God.
Well, you were
Yeah.
heavy.
Oh, there you go, IMUX. Nice 1 minute flag.
Oh shit, APDN again.
Downtrend test too. Low volume. Sat there too. Give me chance. Staring at it.
Volume ramping on the 1, APDN.
STSA.
Oh, that's gonna squeeze.
EYEN.
Mikey getting squeezed.
Damn, IMUX, beautiful. Fuck.
Let's go.
Go
Might be
fresh.
flipping short on shit.
Yeah, I guess he
Yeah.
went short on APDN. Nice trade, IMUX, guys.
Yeah, this got him into
Almost.
Guardian.
AGFY.
Sold us.
Oh,
Let's
whoa.
go.
Weezer.
Let's go.
Nice.
I'm FRESH, yeah, ho. Your man got money, bitch, but I got more. Pimpin' is alive and it's doing so well.